We are inside Poudre High School. Near here there's a classroom where love began. Hi, I'm Daniel Skeen. It's probable that you know me in real life, but if you don't, this is what my face looks like. There, now you know. This is the first video segment I've done for my blog. I've done a couple other audio segments, and I haven't had a name for these personal interviews that I've been doing. And I think I've decided on a name. It's Talk Dating to Me. In this episode of Talk Dating to Me, we're going to ask a couple, Kevin and Tarryn, questions about the relationship. A relationship that began in this building. We'll get to know why their love still burns for each other.
Oh, we're going.
Wait, this February, like the
We're
day
starting. Shh. We're starting right now.
I'm Kevin King.
I'm Tarryn Mortensen.
And how long have you been dating?
8.5 months.
8.5 months.
Technically,
In Mr. Lawadi's 11th grade HL English Part 1 class.
we were on the same swim team in 6th grade, but neither of us remember each other. So sort of we met.
Well,
but
like we sort of had class sophomore year in health and in like sex ed, but like I goofed around my friend in the back, and she was up in the front, like a good girl or a good student, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I knew him since freshman year.
I didn't know her till junior year. After prom, so like our after prom after senior year, I got like sparkling apple cider to celebrate her getting a job. So like before we went to after prom, so after prom ended and before after prom, we went to City Park, so it's another park.
That makes sense. Prom ended.
Yeah, so prom ended, and then
And there was a break in between, prom
before
and
after prom started. So during that break, we went to City Park. So we went to City Park, and I brought some blankets and some like wine glasses and the apple cider to like celebrate and then to like look at stars and be all romantic. But I forgot the
bottle opener.
bottle opener.
So we're like sitting up there, and I'm like trying to use my shoe because I had like
so
sort
we
of a
started
heel.
like using her shoe to try and get it open. But it
And
wouldn't
then
open.
we tried your keys.
And then we tried my keys.
And then it started
raining.
raining.
Yeah.
So we had to like run down the hill back to the car. And it's like pouring.
It was really romantic though. She still kissed me, so I win.
Okay, was that your first kiss?
No.
So we went on a first date. And at the end of the first date,
So what happened was like
he interrupts me all the time. Okay, so on the way home from the first date, he goes, "So what do you think about this?" And I was like, "What do you think about this?" And he's like, "I want you to be my girlfriend." And
Straight
I was
up.
like, "That's what he said." And I was like,
straight up.
"I want you to be my boyfriend." I wasn't really thinking straight. And then as soon as I said it, I was like, "Oh my gosh, what have I done?" But then we were dating. And then he like dropped me off. He dropped me off at home, and we're standing like in front of my house, like kind of awkwardly, and he's like sort of hugging me, but kind of just like touching me. Like
I
on
was
the
going in for a
sides.
hug, and she was like,
I
"Oh,
was
so you want
not
to kiss
going in
me,
for a
don't
hug.
you?" So
Okay,
then she like
nuh-uh.
puckered up her lips.
Did not.
Yeah, that's what happened.
I did not.
Okay, from my perspective,
We'll go with Kevin's version, then we'll go to your version.
so
Okay.
my version is like I was going in for a hug, and she was like super happy and stuff, and she was like her face was coming at mine, so I was like, oh, okay, so I guess we're gonna kiss. But I was super nervous because that was like probably like the second kiss I ever did in my life, and the first one was like a peck on the mouth, so it wasn't really a kiss. So like my mouth, like I opened up my mouth super wide, and like hers was closed. So what happened was like my mouth was like over hers, like this. And it was really bad.
See, okay, that whole story is true, except for I was not going in for a kiss. When you hug people, you generally, your faces get closer to each other.
Yeah, but she was like
But
coming at me like
I was not.
she was about to attack my
Otherwise,
face.
Your mouth would have been wide
My
open.
mouth would have been wide open too, obviously.
Right, but
But
there
that's
was
totally how it was, though.
But it was a really bad
It
kiss
was like-
because it was literally like me
It was
sucking on her mouth.
literally him. it was a terrible first kiss, but as soon as I got in and shut the door, I did like little happy dance.
But then let me tell you about the first time we made out.
No, let's not talk
Okay,
about
never mind.
Oh, okay. I already know the answer to this. I think he has a really nice butt. I have always thought that. Just to be blatant about it. He has really nice hands though. Like manly hands. Like one time we were just sitting in class and I was just looking at his hands like, I want to hold those hands.
Your hand up.
Model, please.
There we go. Yeah, just slowly rotate it.
He could be a
Now
hand
stand up
model.
and slowly turn around.
Pull your pants up.
Alright, Kevin, what's your favorite?
Her butt. Not gonna lie, sometimes like in the hallways I would see her and I wanted to talk to her, but then I saw her butt. And I was like, I'd rather check out her butt more than talk to her right now. So like the best part was like when it was winter and I mean it's like a universal thing, but when girls wear yoga pants, like their butt gets like 1,000 times more nicer. So like when winter hit, I was definitely more behind her than I was next to her. Sorry,
Oh my
Kat.
god.
But yes, that's true. But I also love her eyes. Like her hazel eyes are like, I don't know. There's something about them that just like makes me just I don't know. I'm just really into her eyes.
See,
Little
you would
things.
say this was a serious question, but we like never fight
Could
except
be serious. It has potential.
We argue
Serious.
about like when I ask her what she wants to do, she retorts by saying, "Whatever you want,
what do you
it's
want
cool."
to do?
But I'm
True.
asking her
We
like,
fight
"You
about
can
that.
decide," but she never decides, and it
Well, I
drives me
always
nuts.
feel like he actually has something he wants to do, so I don't want to have to like change what he wants.
That's
to
her
do.
excuse every time.
I hate when he like talks over me. He does that all the time. Like we always fight about that. Like I'll be saying something and then just like no. Or when I'm just trying to think and he tries to have a conversation with me and I'm like I just want to think about something right now. Like I'm trying to figure out like an answer to something in my head. He just keeps talking. We have really good communication.
I agree with that.
That's awesome.
That's all you got.
No,
We're a little too honest with each other.
I tell her everything,
Yeah.
like everything.
Even when I don't want to know things.
Like, I push TMI.
Like, to the
if
next
this is like the
level.
border of like TMI, this is me.
It's true.
So she like knows me personally, like everything. More than she really wants to know.
Mhm.
But that's okay because communication is key. Another thing, we just still like mess around, you know? Like it's not serious like relationship stuff all the time. It's gotta be like 60% just like teasing each other, joking around, having a good time. Just like not taking relationships too seriously because, I mean, I consider her like also one of my best friends. So I can still just like, just hang out and just laugh and have a good time.
Is there talking to my teeth now?
No, of course not.
You didn't even look.